Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood here from WP-Tonic. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the inexpensive or free plugins that you can utilize on WordPress to build your membership website. Let's say you're on a tight budget but you're looking to build something that's professional that you can gradually build out. The great news is with WordPress, you can do this. At WP Tonic, we got a ton of knowledge in this area, and we actually do offer some great value packages to help you with this. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. I'm coming back. So you're looking at some of the great plugins that can help you build a membership website that are inexpensive or free. Now, like I said in the intro, the great news is that there are some great choices that are very cost effective or free, but there's some fundamental building blocks that you've got to be aware of. Number one, you've got to buy a domain name. Um, I would suggest the best place to go is Cloudflare. Um, if you put in Cloudflare buying a domain, they will come up. They're not the cheapest of the cheapest, but they're very fair pricing and they don't nickel and dime you like some of the other providers that are well known out there. And they're a very good company to work with. And like I say, they offer really great value for money. Um, Most domain names will cost you around $10 for a .com. Um, Obviously, the something one word or something very popular can cost tens, hundreds, millions. But unless it's a highly demand, and it wouldn't be available anyway. So most of the domain names, the .coms that are still out there, are around that price. You're going to need reasonable hosting. You don't need at the to start your journey, you don't need the top hosting, but you are going to need some good hosting when it comes to a membership website. Now, there's a ton of cheap hosting when it comes to WordPress. Um, Take my word for it. If you go for the really cheapest, you're going to hit a wall very quickly as soon as your website goes live. Now, to avoid that, you're really looking at hosting between $20 to $40 a month. So that's not outrageous, folks. Um, that's bare hosting. But for that price, and that might be for a year to get the best price, but that's the realistic price range that you're going to have to look at. Like I say, there's a ton of hosting providers out there that are much cheaper, but like I say, be warned, you're gonna hit a wall really quick. Now let's get on to the plugins. So you need to be able to build a website on WordPress, and I've got a great free solution for you. They offer a free level, and that's Cadence WP. This is their basic solution. They do have a pro solution that offers even more, but you can build a really good membership website on their free offering, and it's built on Gutenberg technology, but they've improved it basically. And it's really quick as well. If you get some decent hosting, you're going to have a quick website. Now, you're going to need a mechanism to control access to your course or courses. And what I think the best value out there is a plugin called Lifter LMS. Now, that it is designed to help you organize membership websites and lessons and quizzes, and area to place your video on and everything you're looking for. And the core comes absolutely free. And it's fully functioned, and I think it's an amazing offering. Now, to take the subscriptions, you do have to buy a paid add-on from Lifter LMS for Stripe, and Stripe is the easiest route to go to utilize, and it's $150 a year. So it's not outrageously priced. But if you don't need subscription, or you want to build out something and buy the add-on just before you go public, you can do that. Now you're going to need a form builder. The, the, the best one out there for free, in my opinion, is Fluent Forms. To me, what it offers for free is amazing. You are going to have to build out a number of forms when it comes to a membership website. Take my word for it. And you're going to be really, really delighted with Fluent Forms. I think it's one of the most powerful form builders. They have also got a pro version as well, but the free version is really, really impressive. Now, these are the three main plugins that you're going to need. Now, I've written an article that gives you even more choices. I've just given you the selection of some of the top ones, but I've written an article that goes in the choices and gives you about 3 to 4 really great solutions in the categories that I've outlined in this video. You find the link to that article in the video description underneath this video, and go and have a look at that. I'll give you all the prices plus the links to, well, the prices, they start for free, but I give you all the links to all the various plugins that I talk about in the article. Now, another thing you got to think about is video. Now, you could do it utilizing YouTube to get started. I personally don't think this is a great idea. Now, companies like Vizia and Vimeo, I think they do offer some free levels, but they're very crippled. You know, you'll be able to put a few videos, and then their basic plans, they're okay, but there's a much cheaper solution out there at 1/5 the cost, and that's to sign up with a service called bunny.net. It's a video server CDN network, and you can set up an account for $5 to $10, and you'll be able to upload your videos to them, and then you can take a snippet of code that they provide, and you can put that on your WordPress website, and your video will show up. Now, there's a plugin, it's not free, and I think it's around $100 to $150 a year, and it's a plugin called Presto Player. And using Presto Player with bunny.net, you get a lot more power, a lot more versatility and control over your videos, which chapters, time clocks, all various things. But you don't have to buy Presto Player. Like I say, you can upload your videos to bunny.net, and they do give you a code snippet, and you just paste it. It's not very hard, folks. Now, if you've got the Presto Player, you can link your bunny.net account directly, and all your videos will show up in your media library. So that's really in WordPress, and you can just drag your video onto the page that you're building out. So it definitely has some benefits, but you don't need it. And this is going to be a lot cheaper. A lot of people do utilize YouTube though. I just think that's a bit of a mistake, and it will, in the short to medium and definitely in the long term, it will make the value proposition of your course a lot more difficult, in my opinion. Now, when it comes to email, um, basically there's some great free solutions also, but be aware if you're going to do email marketing um, to people, most of the hosting providers have strict limits on how many email you can send out each day. If you've got a very small list, that really probably doesn't matter. But if you are building, got more than a couple of hundred people, 500 to 1,000, then you probably can't use your hosting provider. But the good news is there's some great solutions out there that are not that expensive. So you got to think of that. Um, to actually build a newsletter and send it out or email automation, you're probably going to have to pay for a plugin for that. The most cost-effective one, in my opinion, is Fluent CRM. It's about $100 a year, so it's not ridiculous. But you don't need something like that to start out with, folks. If you found this video helpful, think about subscribing to the channel because that really shows YouTube that I'm giving you some value, and it really helps me as well and encourages me to make more of these videos, which I'm normally making about 4 to 5 of these type of videos every week. So you subscribing and then hitting the bell, you're going to be told when I make a new video. So I think that really helped you. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.